This sub replaced an older Infinity 10 inches powered sub that crapped out on me recently but delivered great sound until its demise. The R-110SW is a massive upgrade. I thought my old sub was pretty good but am incredibly impressed by the range, volume, and clarity of the Klipsch. If you're worried about volume, fear not, it can get loud. It also looks the business. This is a top dollar sub for a very reasonable price. Klipsch. Hard to go wrong with this brand. Bought as replacement for dead woofer. It is paired with an Onkyo receiver and infinity towers. Also bought a Klipsch center channel speaker. Subwoofer is amazing. What a difference it has made. Bass is tight, powerful with no distortion. Looks great as well. Very well made and worth the money spent. Great subwoofer. Our old Boston acoustic finally died after 10 years and opted for this after reading reviews. No regrets as it looks and works flawlessly. Blows every subwoofer below this price point on Amazon out of the water, including the Klipsch R-110SW 10 inches subwoofer. I returned 2 of those because of boominess and got 2 of these for $75 more each. Got the first one today and I can tell you I have never heard this clear, distortion-free, super tight bass before at home before, excluding the 18-inch super subs at the recording studio. I can confirm that the W6V3 from JL Audio, much more expensive, is less boomy than this one as well. I returned the other 2 because they were boomy compared to the 2 tight Bose Acoustimass speakers I'm used to, and switching between those and those, there was too much boominess even though they blew pokes out of the water themselves. Klipsch R-110SW 10 inches subwoofer is super cute, super small. This one is way nicer, way heavier, and let me emphasize again that your house may shake when the volume goes up, but the sub does not distort. In fact, I always get a headache from subs too loud and I realize that was because of the low quality. Never get that with the Bose, and I think this one beats the Cinemate for sure. I can't say how it compares to the $999 Bose Acoustimass I have, old ones. Sounds better than them at first look, but still have to make out which ones are tighter. You won't regret the extra $75. In fact, I got the cheaper ones for $274. At $349 at present, the quality of sound from these subs are so good. I can't buy more expensive ones anyway. So, I am probably going to keep these if they work fine. So far, so good. Beautiful. I was so surprised hearing this today. Just wonderful. There is one slight gotcha. After I got the second sub, I panicked when no matter what I did the volume did not go down. The whole house was shaking. Is there something wrong? Turns out the frequency and gain dials are opposite, how you turn it. I was at max volume. Just remember that. The second one is in a smaller one where though I may be able to hear more distortion, no such thing. Sounds great in the smaller room as well. I also want to note that the Seller IQ Home Entertainment is very good at support and is patient and will answer all your questions. Great post-support purchase. I would go with them the next time as well. If you live in NHRMA, check out Craigslist where I'm selling one of the 2 I got, because I need a sub I can keep in the middle of a room and syncs with my Sonos. So I am looking to sell one of the 2 I have. I was pondering sending this back, as I don't really need it, and I bought the Klipsch RP51M bookshelf speakers along with it. I already own an 8 inches sub by ProConnect that my brother gave me. My girlfriend insisted on my plugging this in, and listening before I send it back. 5 seconds was all it took for me to decide to keep it. As soon as that first bass note hit on one of my favorite DJ mixes, it was game over. I listen to a lot of international techno and house mixes on SoundCloud, and I basically ended up going through lots of my favorite mixes and listening to them again. It sounds like you're listening live to a great PA system. I'm lucky I live in a concrete building in Brooklyn, and I have no neighbors on either side of me. His thing would get me evicted. The bass hits deep and clean, and it feels like it's barely working. It's a great match with the Klipsch R-110SW, which has dynamic bass volume, which means it lowers the bass level slower than the mid/highs when reducing overall level with the remote. It's really nice to be able to play at lower levels, or watch a movie late at night, and still have the bass present. And you can dial it in, so we're basically in subwoofer heaven. Word of warning for anyone who doesn't have a lot of space between them and their neighbors. Thankfully, I have just enough. If I put this in most parts of my home, you can feel your body shaking out in the street. Click link in description for more reviews.